everybody. Tyler and Will.
Hello. What's going on?
Not much. I want to apologize for the show Wednesday not coming. I had a couple of friends reach out to people. Tyler and I both come down with COVID, so we've had a rough week, but we're both feeling a lot better now, and I guess we'll go from there.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was a long
one. Yeah, it was. Hey, James.
What's up, James?
Sammy. Patrick, how are you, man? Mr. Bosa, so cool to get to meet him in Florida. Did you get to meet him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then in Daytona, briefly,
it was very briefly.
I was all over the place.
Yes.
That was supposed to be our Wednesday podcast. Was a Daytona catch up, so maybe we'll spend some time on that tonight.
Yes, absolutely. What's up, Jay? Let's see who else we have here. Hey, Alex, how's it going, man?
What's going on?
And Mr. Eric, how are you doing? We do have more people that should be joining throughout the evening. I sent out some invites to the people, some of the people I met at the show.
Yeah.
And there's
Eric. I love
Eric
you.
and Josh. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi.
We're just saying hi to everybody.
How are you feeling?
We're here.
Oh, there's
feeling a lot better.
Good.
Slowly but surely. Yeah, I could not make it on Wednesday. There was no way.
Was that COVID?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we caught it in Orlando at Repticon, and it hit me pretty bad on Tuesday, and I had a fever until Friday, basically.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, I wasn't feeling good on Wednesday, and I got a text from Holly. She was like, I have COVID. Do you want to do the show? I was like, well, I'm sick too. I was hoping who would be healthy enough to carry me through the podcast.
Yeah.
Guess we're not going through this.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, congratulations. First snake and prelay shed. See in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. Now it's catching up. Yeah, Jamie said she'd jump on in a minute. Hey, Fred, how's it going?
Yo.
Yes, sir. You too. Miss Tara. Tara, where you at, lady? Okay, so that's Sundog Serpents, if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah and Josh.
Oh,
amazing people. Love talking to them. Been showing off my deal to my friends that I talked to online that I bought off of you guys. I hadn't got the washer and the incense yet, but I'm really excited to use it.
All right.
And she said, hubby time.
Holly, did you get anything at Daytona?
Yes. Wow, that was fast. Dang.
I'm sorry, I had to ask because I heard that you got something. Before I could ask you.
Yeah, I'll have to load it on here. It's on my laptop. I had everything loaded on the well, here, hang on. I'll do this.
I heard you got something pretty nice at Daytona.
Yeah. You're lucky. I sent that to someone. Yep. I sent that to someone and I went, you should get it. And they went, yeah, I will. And I went back and it was gone.
Really? Who did you send it to?
Frank.
Redhead Batman.
Oh yeah. That email I caught on the first day. I was like, why is this here and why is it at that price? And I sent it right away and I was like, Frank, you should pick this up. He was like, oh, I'll think about it. And then he got back to me and was like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh, okay, let me go look. Gone. And then I asked and someone said Holly got it. I was like, what?
You should have known. I love the
Holly. I was like, my Holly?
That wasn't me that told you, was it?
No.
My Holly.
I was like, okay. Well, I got one too that like no one knows about.
Well, Well, let's see what you got, Tyler. That was funny. There he is.
She is jumpy as all get out, but hello.
Ooh.
Ah, there you go. So this is a pastel desert ghost genetic stripe cryptic female.
Nice.
So the first triple visual in my collection, which is nice.
Congratulations.
She's already 700 grams, so hopefully I'll pound her up, and she's going into my Mario Desert Ghost genetic stripe project. Hopefully late this coming season, she'll be going to my Mario spot nose double head male. As I said, she's like the jumpiest snake I have, but she's cool. And wasn't expecting to go there and get anything, but saw her and was like, she fits into exactly what I need.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, I did see some other really nice stuff. I took a few pictures, but you guys know how it is taking pictures in the displays. It's hard to see the snakes and stuff. Sammy picked up a really nice one, but Sammy's not here to show it off. I don't know where Sammy's at. Well, he's in chat, but he may be like driving and stuff. And I don't want to tell what he got. He can tell what he has.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Oh, thank you.
how did y'all do, Josh, at the show?
As far as sales and whatnot,
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good. I mean, we came back probably 8 animals light of what we left with, so it wasn't a shutout by any means.
All exotics.
But
Oh,
it's
I
easy.
know. They
Of
have
course.
stuff.
Oh God, I'm gonna be weird again for a minute. Josh, is that a Canada Dry Zero or no?
Sure
sugar?
is.
It's my favorite drinks. I drink
Oh, man.
at least one a day. At least one a day.
I mean, if it's not this, it's Fresco, right?
I can't live without Canada Dry Zero. It's horrible.
So, did y'all pick up anything?
We got, let's see, we had ordered a very nice proven het puzzle from Jeremy. We picked that up there.
Nice.
And we were sending a lot of people by Steve's booth telling them to check out this very nice double het zebra TSK female that he had.
Mm.
And we called him after the show and asked if anybody got it, and so we cut him a deal for that.
Nice.
Oh, dang. Okay, so
We also got some bloods.
Yeah.
oh, did you? That's cool.
So you want to grab one of those bloods? Can we show a blood?
Yeah, absolutely. You can show whatever you want to show. As long as it's PG, okay?
Do you guys got any other zebra stuff, or is that your like first zebra project animal?
So we have already 2 animals that are in the same, basically the same clutch. So this is like, we got 2 females and a male now.
Nice.
Casey, where you at, man? Did I not send you the link? I was going to see if he could come on too.
It was great to meet Casey at the show. He was the one
Yes.
who got my cinnamon enchi genetic stripe female I put on the giveaway a few weeks ago.
This is our little 007 pet teen egg.
Mm.
She's a pretty girl.
Yes, she is.
So how many bloods do you guys got?
With what we picked up, it makes 6.
Nice.
We got 3 bigger and then these 3 babies. This is our Matrix T negative. He's just a little guy. His name is Rambo.
Rainbow 6 blood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs a little bit of help because he's kind of skinny, but I'm confident we can bring him up to size, make him nice and healthy. He's a cute little baby.
Yes, I want one.
So those are we got one more. We got a female matrix E negative too, but she just ate last night, so I'm not pulling her out.
Yeah, she's an albino
Yeah.
visual.
Somebody asked us to pull that through.
God.
Oh yeah, Alex.
Yeah, bloods can be a little bit, but not.
They can be. We have 2 that are pretty easy going. Our big boy Sushi, he's the first blood that we got. He's super, super nice. The newest big girl we picked her up in Orlando. She is spicy. So we've been kind of just working with her a little bit, but still giving her space. All of these babies are super cool. I mean, we haven't been snapped at all. So just that one girl we have is kind of spicy. The rest of them are cool.
Hey, exotic world of geckos. How are you?
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy. Thank you. I never knew his name. I'm really bad with names.
Tommy's a good friend of ours.
Oh, okay. Was he in Florida? Did he go?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Orlando guy.
Oh, okay. Orlando guy.
Will, so how's your season going so far this year?
14 clutches, right? A little short of my projected 25 to 30, but that's probably a good thing. I had 4 clutches last year, so the 25 might have been a bit much.
It's a good increase. God.
Yeah, I mean, I have 3 incubators sitting down here in the reptile room, and I'm picking up a 4th because I'm clearly out of my mind.
That's got a deposit down on a sea serpent 60-inch pickup for Tinley because mine is running out of space.
Yeah, I'm picking up a Wilbanks 48-inch incubator. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Josh, how's it going? Jump on here, man. You were in Florida. Got to meet him too. That was cool.
Another Florida guy.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my first time meeting Josh at the show.
Mine too.
Man, we've talked a couple times just on Instagram and stuff. Super, super cool guy. But again, anyone I met in Daytona, I'm sorry if I didn't spend a ton of time. I was running around everywhere. Josh,
It was
too.
It was hard.
I mean, Tyler, I mean, you were definitely awesome. I mean, it was cool to meet you, and you feel like it feels like you did take time for everybody, or was it just us? Did you just like us?
Yeah, that was really it. I mean, no, I tried, and there was a couple times where I ran by people, and then got to see them later. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I put my blinders on sometimes.
Yes.
And shoot, but no, Daytona was crazy good, and I got to meet. It was weird. I go to Tinley every year, and there's a lot of great people there, but Daytona was a different beast. In my opinion, the show might have been a little worse than Tinley, but the people and everyone there better. It is my favorite hangout show.
Yes.
Nothing's topping what just happened this weekend at Daytona. So
it was so crazy because the beach and stuff during the day, there's people out on the beach.
Mhm.
Everybody's having a good time, but nighttime is whenever it really gets busy out there. The fireworks, the people spitting fire and doing all kinds of stuff, hula hoops lighting up, and just wow, it blew my mind.
yeah, me too. And I was supposed to go again last year and the year before, and other stuff got brought up. I definitely will not be missing next year if there is a Daytona show next year. Hopefully there is.
I mean, there should be, right? I mean, as long as Wayne wants to do it.
I won't go.
Long as Wayne stays alive, we're good. So the scary part now is if Wayne passes, the show's gone. So that sucks. But
You don't think that there's someone that might step in and kind of, take the reins on that?
they can't. So the venue is there's no more live animal shows in that venue. So there's Wayne, and then there's one other live animal show they do there, got grandfathered in. So once Wayne decides either not to do it or passes, there's no more shows in there, even if he does sell it or one of his family members takes it over. as far as I know.
Yeah.
The Daytona show is done. It'd be nice to have like, I don't know any other. I'm not a Florida guy, so I don't know any other like venues down there. But I would hate to see a show like that like not continue for another 10 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Casey, how's it going?
Doing good. How about y'all?
Glad we're all here. We all pulled through. How was your Daytona?
It was kind of busy. Yeah, I mean, I was with Sarah and Josh the majority of the time there. I did a couple of little walkthroughs. I think us and them kind of wish we had a little bit more time to walk through, but it was great. It was. I think that I just didn't have enough time with the friends and all that was there. Just spending time with everybody, meeting up at the hotel. I kind of just wish we had an extra day just to mingle together.
Yes.
I think that would have been great.
Hey, Kurtwood, it was good to meet you too, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I felt the same way because honestly, the hotel room was so far away. So Sammy got the cabana for us, and so we were like at the back of the hotel on the ground level, and walking from the show all the way to the back was like at least a good mile.
Is someone on the games?
There.
So, there she went. But it was just like anytime you needed something out of the room, it was a big walk over there, a big walk back, big walk over there, big walk back. It's hot, it's humid. Little did I know I was coming down with COVID at the time. So,
yeah.
So
the summer walk was the hot walks with COVID were tough.
Yeah.
And you didn't realize, I was just like, what the hell is going on? This walk seems a lot harder than it did the other day.
I mean, if you're not used to the humidity, it's going to feel like you got COVID anyways.
Yeah, the heat down here definitely takes your breath away. And a lot of people are not used to that. Heck, even the ones from Florida ain't used to it. Even in the middle of it, it's still, we walk out, next thing we know, we're drenched in sweat and can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's like walking through water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from New York. I'm not used to that. I came back home and it was 58 degrees, and I went, "Thank you."
Oh my gosh!
It's a good place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Oh, Emma, and my dad were a little upset. They were like,
That's
"What are you
I'm
talking
saying.
about?" I was so happy. I also was sick but it was like it's not 99 degrees here. I feel good.
Well, actually, when I come home, it was like 98 degrees, which is cool for us this time of year, and I was loving it. Just that.
It's a dry heat.
This year, no, sir. I live in southern Oklahoma, about 20 miles from the border. Ain't nothing dry about the heat here.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of humidity.
Yeah, but still, that there was like a different kind of beast where y'all are at.
Yeah.
It's the
sun.
swamp
I mean,
around
the sun
here.
is directly overhead, and it's. When I've gone back to Maryland after living in Florida, even when it's 12 o'clock noon, the sun looks like it's 4 o'clock sun because it is a lot brighter here.
Yeah. The only good thing is, I went to Orlando on Monday. The difference between Daytona and Orlando, just being by the beach in Daytona, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We got to Orlando, I was like, this is unbearable. It is so hot. There's no breeze. Like, it's gross.
Do you head up to Disney World or Universal?
We went to Disney Springs. My uncle lives in Orlando, so we went there. We bowled, went to a couple shops, and then went to his place. But it was wicked, the difference between Daytona and Orlando.
It's a sea breeze. It helps a lot.
Yes.
And see, when I went, because I flew in and out of Orlando, and I thought it was actually cooler there than it was in Daytona.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to skip next year. I think maybe once every 10 years, that part of the world is good for me.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing, I'm gonna butcher this quote, but it's back to like what Casey said about like, I wish you had an extra day.
I heard.
If you're having a conversation with someone, or if you're like hanging out, even going to dinner, it's like if you don't want to leave, it's time to go. Once you get tired of someone, it's like you spent way too long. So I think that's what for me is so good about the national shows is like you get 2 or 3 days with people you absolutely love and want to spend all the time with. Then you leave and it like makes the next time you can go to a Tinley or a St. Louis or a Daytona like even better. You know, spend some more time with those people because it's short. You know, you only get to see like these people 5, 6, maybe 7 times a year, like if you're lucky, for 2 days. So
Yep.
I always
He asked a question. Sorry, Tyler. So yeah, I mean, like when we went out to eat, Tyler, those are the core memories I love making. And, okay, we got to do it. The Frank guy.
Oh, dude, he was wicked. Our
So
waiter was
we
making fun of like crazy. Bad.
Well, so the cook, I don't know if he was the cook or the owner, kept on saying, Frank. And that guy would run over there. And this place is jam-packed full of people. And this poor guy'd go over there and do whatever he asked. And I mean, as soon as he turned around to come back to the table for something, Frank, here he'd go again. And this guy was kind of being hard on him. So, yeah. So when we left, we got up and we're like, thank you, Frank. We love you, Frank. And there was just this big group of people giving him compliments the whole time as we're going out the door. And I turned around and looked and he was blushed. I was like, he's too cute.
Yeah.
So it felt good to at least put a smile on his face. But man, boss dude, you need to chill out. So Casey, did you pick up anything this weekend?
I picked up 2 that weekend. I had one coming in from KC Lab Innovations. It was a Mojave, Furrow, possible yellow belly clown.
Ooh.
And as I was walking around that Sunday over at Brock Wagner, he had a red stripe, yellow belly, spot nose, double het DG clown girl that was already about 800 grams.
Ooh.
And so he gave me an awesome deal on that, and I just had to pick that up. I mean, this next year she's on be on the go. And that's my only 2 I picked up, but I was only looking for for select stuff, and I had no intention of actually picking up anything, but I had noticed that on Brock's website before, and then I got there and he had it marked down from what he had on the website, and I just had to go for it.
Right.
Yeah, that was a nice girl. I had a little eye on her too. It's like, I don't know. And
I never did make it to his table. I never could find it.
What?
Yeah, every time I'd get to going somewhere, Sammy would be calling me, hey, come over here. Somebody wants to take a picture.
Yeah. Yeah, he was with Winston. He's at WHS's table, kind of combined.
Oh, that's still up there. So this is a few of the snakes I've seen that kind of caught my eye. Now, they may not show up too good, guys, because they are still in the displays, but did you hear Tyler?
Yeah, Brock had just bought one from Jersey guys that had pastel in there.
Yeah,
and that picture does those Desert Ghost puzzles no good. And as good as it looks on the screen, and I fell in love with that, and I started looking for the projects to piece that together as soon as I got home.
Right.
So Brett and John from Jersey guys were trying to talk me into the other pastel, and I was like, guys, I don't got that money. I cannot. But come on, just take it home. Like, no.
So that's another just female redhead clown, and if that's just a female redhead clown, wow, amazing. I think there's so much that can still be done in that project. That's mine. Let's see what else we have here. Now I sent this one just to Jamie because now I can't read that because I'm super blind. Super Barnhart Black Pastel Paradox.
All right.
Because her snake. What is Pebbles again, Jamie?
She's a banana Barnhart Black or Super Barnhart Black Pastel Banana Leopard Orange Dream Possible Spectre.
God.
Yeah.
The paradox on that's really nice.
Yeah. And of course, I love my dark snakes.
Mm.
And that, some of this stuff I thought was a really good deal. This snake right here is only $300. Yeah, I didn't have a lot in it, but it does have Barnhart Black Pastel. Come on. Now this guy right here.
So weird.
Oh.
I know. Do you remember what the pairing was on this? Because I can't remember it.
It was something like really stupidly simple.
Yes.
Like codon wise. It was like pastel, yellow belly, leopard, and like those are all I can remember. It was like pastel, leopard, yellow belly, maybe spot nose, and there was a hat in there.
But nothing that would have created a pattern. Like
I have it up right now. It's pastel double het desert ghost pied times pastel desert ghost het pied.
That's crazy.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah,
I don't know why. That's wicked.
I think you discovered a new line of pastel.
Hellfire.
Oh, I'm gonna drop the phone on that one.
Oh, yep. Yep.
So Tyler, does anybody in here work the paint project?
Don't stop talking about it. Stop. No one needs to know about that project.
We don't need more projects.
I would love to be in the paint project, but
Yes, you would.
Josh
wouldn't you?
has put me on a
We're-
project restriction.
We're on a strict 10 or less project limit.
That paint will be those. The paint project is going to be my next one. So I got been talking to Savage Morphs a little bit about picking up a lot of like paint stuff in the future. I was gonna buy 2 or 3 of his hets there before I ran into the female I got. I told him I'll hit him up in the next month or 2, and that'll be the next project I'm getting into. So we need to stop throwing paints until I get all of them. All right. No one else needs to
I want to do some paint redhead stuff.
I'm gonna hopefully just do it the right way and get a ton of females. And I was looking, Jeremy had a paint posset hypo male that I was debating on pulling the trigger on. And we probably would have if it was 100% het. I just at this point I'm like,
Roll the dice.
I'm not rolling the dice. I need to if it's 100% het, that male will be up in 6-7 months, and I got so much hypo stuff it could go to. But if it's not het, then I'm kind of stuck in the base form, which is somewhat what happened. Like that's kind of what happened with my Monarch project, and I don't want it to happen again. So I need the 100% hets now. I won't be.
I think Savage Morse has got a bunch of 100% hits.
Yeah. He's gonna be the guy. Him and Jeremy are probably who I'm gonna get 99% of my paint stuff from. Limey's got some crazy paint stuff. I mean, there's a hypo paint female I was offered and was like way out of my price range. No. They're holding their value really well. It's a nice project to get into, I think, right now. So that's what I'll be doing.
I'll tell you what, Blue Line Morphs, Devin, up in New York.
Oh yeah,
he just come out with a lot of different ones. In fact, he's got some. It's not double, no, it's just single hets. But he had a couple of males that had 2 or 3 dominant genes in there, just right off the bat that he was wanting a reasonable price for.
Yeah, I might actually. I'm going to White Plains in a couple weekends for a show, and Baker lives about an hour from there. He shows up. He's vended that twice, and he's showed up a few times. So I might reach out to him and just see if he's coming and see if he's got any paint or het paints he's vending with there. Baker's a sick guy. Baker's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna play the sponsor video real quick, y'all. If I can do this control, and then we'll get back to it.
Cool.
Well, we lost somebody. Who did we lose?
I don't think we lost him.
It was me.
That's why he lost. It's okay. So, Jamie, can you show that back off?
Oh, yeah. So I some little hides with so it says hides for my hatchlings, and then we put our name on them. It's kind of cool. So I got that design and this design. Yeah.
And what's the, so anybody who buys?
Yeah. So my first snake that I sold was to a local customer, and they took her home and was going to put her into a larger enclosure for her to grow in. And I just sent her home with the hides that she had here, and she hung out in those hides and she ate just fine. And when she felt comfortable, she came out and explored her area. So anyone who buys snakes from me, I'm going to give them the two baby the hides that they used here. I'm going to ship them with the snakes so they have something that has their scent on them, that they're more familiar with. That's going to be my merch that goes along with the snakes. So that's what we're doing.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And we 3D print these in house. So
Now that right there is some awesome advertisement.
yeah.
I mean, you're making the rest of us look bad.
That's fine. I can't. My husband bought the 3D printer. If he had bought a shirt machine, it would be shirts. But he bought a 3D printer, so we're going to use it.
Hey, want a sticker?
Anyone want to see the second clutch? They just all
Yes.
put it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tease us.
Most of them are like stupid simple. I got like really unlucky on part of it, but then pretty lucky on like one or two. So the pairing was a super enchy orange dream hypo clown to a super enchy lesser fire het hypo. So I've got 3 for super enchy, just double hets, no fire, no lesser, no orange dream. Super enchy double het hypo clowns. I think I've got like a 2.1 or a 1.2 on those. That one's a male. If anyone wants any of those, everything in this except for one will be available, and I'll let you guys know which one is it. So then I hit 2 of these, which is a super enchy orange dream double het hypo clown, and I'll sex both of these quick. So this one right here is a female, super enchy orange dream double het hypo clown. This is the, well, you got your shot on you. This is the same thing, super enchy orange dream double het hypo clown. This one is a male. Where's there he is. So this one is one of the nicer ones in the clutch. So super enchy. It's hard to pick it up on the camera. I'll have to get nice pictures of him, but super enchy orange dream hypo. And then he is 100% het clown. I've already sexed it. It's a male, and he will also be available.
Oh, I like him.
Again, and he's possible fire. I would lean toward sulfur. It's sulfur is the line of fire I've got in this clutch, but it's just a different line of fire. Just double check. Pretty sure he's a male because I sexed him pretty quick to see if I would keep him or not. If it was a female, I would, but not the male.
What's up, Jeremy?
Then here, this one is a super edgy, lesser, possible orange dream, hypo het clown. This one's also a male. Yeah, also a male, and for sale. And then the holdback of the clutch, I got super lucky with this thing. And again, the color won't show up like at all. But that is a super enchy lesser orange dream fire hypo 100% het clown female.
Oh, nice.
So again, super enchy lesser fire or sulfur, whatever you want to call it. Visual hypo 100% het clown female. And she's the only one in the clutch that'll be staying. The colors are pretty wicked. Everything else in the clutch will be available. Again, I got a lot of double het. I have super enchy double het males and females. I have orange dream super enchy double het 1.1 on those. And then I have 2 visual hypos that are het clown males. That will also be available. They're going to get set up next week. No, tomorrow and fed next week. So yeah, if anyone's interested, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Just cut clutch 3 as well. I got very unlucky on 4 eggs, pretty lucky on 1 egg. So they're not out yet, but the clutch was really weird. I got 6 or 7 genes in the pairing, and I got a normal, KRG, a pastel lesser KRG, a black pastel hypo, and then these are all 100% het pied and pos het hypo, or visual hypo. And then I hit one, definitely a stunner, and I might keep it. The black pastel lesser KRG vanilla hypo het pied. Just depends on if it's a male or a female. It looks stupid. I've been waiting for it to come out of the egg. But everything in that clutch will also be available because I got pretty unlucky on it. It's funny. There was an auction the other night on Tommy's thing with a KRG animal. And it's funny to think about with that project especially. There's even the very basic animals like I'm letting go of. You can't really find. So there's even like a KRG black pastel double het hypopide. There's never been one sold. I've sold one. That was pos het double het. So that turned out right.
That's okay. That's okay, Sammy. We feel the love, sir. At a party. We're having our own party, dang it.
This is a party right here.
That's right.
It's a real party.
So, Bobby cut his first clutch today.
Oh my goodness!
What's up, John? Oh, I got to talk about them. I have to talk about y'all in a minute. Mr. John and Miss Bridget. So yeah, he cut his first clutch. Bam. You take that comment off here.
Nice.
So very just simple chocolate Batman to a GHI. Just making some hits. Females out of here. And but I did want to use her one time because she was very pretty and she was a gift. So, she will live on. Because there's definitely some holdbacks right there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that GHI chocolate in there.
Yeah. Somebody's got a lot of background noise right now.
that me this time?
Sounds like a TV going or something.
That's weird.
All right. All right.
Yeah. It's Casey.
Yeah, that's Casey.
Yeah. Sam, cut that TV down.
There we go. I kept on going like, man, it just keeps getting louder.
How's that?
Good.
So I got
John-
to meet this amazing couple here. They're friends, and I cannot remember everybody's name. But I definitely remember y'all's name, and I want to get them on the show. Mission Morphs. Super nice people. I hung out with them actually quite a bit at the hotel because I wasn't about to go try to follow Sammy all over Florida. You know, I'm old. Whenever the dark hits, my heels get planted. So, but it was really nice to meet you guys and hang out. And we put her in the girls chat. We have our own snake sister chat. So I have to get Sarah. Yeah, Sarah in there. My goodness, see her. I am struggling. Shut up.
That girl over there, that one right there, that's her.
Well, no, your name. Yeah. Y'all have to excuse me, y'all. I got a good excuse. I'm married to this guy.
My excuse is my advanced age.
Well, I don't know how old you are, but I'll be 44 this year, so I guess that's a good excuse for me too.
I'm 46. I guess I am your elder.
I guess Jamie's the baby out of the women on here tonight.
Oh yeah, so he's got me beat for the baby, but the women, yes.
Yeah, we gotta get someone even younger than me on, so I can claim to be an elder for once. You know, I'll feel
It's
good.
not as fun as you think it's going to be. Trust me.
It'll be fun for another 7 or 8 years before I actually feel like I'm old. You know, I want to actually be old. You know, we call 75 old. That's what
There, now you're the elder.
Don't you feel so much like smarter and more distinguished now that you're an elder?
I think I see a gray hair. In fact,
I gained wisdom. That's what I got there, and then I lost it the second he left.
That's funny. So yes, it is COVID, and I have a funny story behind it. So I took a picture and I put it in the group chat, right? And I'm like, oh crap, I got COVID. Well, Zach and I talk, sporadically throughout the week, and I just sent him a picture of it, and I forgot to put, hey, I got COVID, because he was sending me pictures of his eye and stuff. He messed up his eye, and he's like, is that a pregnancy test? I was like, hell no. I said, look what I picked up in Florida. He's like, is that a pregnancy test? I'm like, hell no, it's a COVID test. He's like, well, you're no fun.
That was
I was like,
oh my god.
I know.
positive.
Zach was not in the right state of mind when you said that.
When is Zach ever in his right state of mind?
Never. But I see Alex. So now the actual older, younger person than me left. Eric, there's a lot of people. There's probably millions of them.
There's at least 1 million people younger than him.
Probably.
Come on.
I hope so. Or something's really wrong.
Well, that ain't no lie, Will. They follow hard, don't they? Yeah, right.
Spoken like a true wise person right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, once you hit 30, then you hit 31, and it's almost like every year one little piece of you breaks.
It just gets worse and worse.
Oh god.
Mine
Yeah.
started in my late 20s because I had kids really early.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my body was broken in my 20s too. So
Yeah.
there's no yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah,
why can't you keep walking? Come on, let's walk here, walk there. I tell you what, Sammy, that man's, I don't know, y'all, he can outwalk any of us on here 10 times over.
He's got places to go, man.
mean-
and I'm like, you go, but his knees are so bad and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't keep going like this, sir. No, thank you.
It was this weekend when I realized that Daytona doesn't have enough of those electric rental scooters around.
There's a lot of those. No, I saw more one wheels this weekend than I think I've seen in my entire life. Just like they were mythical up here. You never saw one, and I saw probably 21 wheels in Daytona. It was weird. Never gonna get on one, but I would die.
So, people watching, how much people watching did you do there? Like when you're walking around?
A lot.
A lot. And
a lot.
There was quite a few homeless people there that would sleep on the beach at night.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of sad, but they didn't seem to mind it. But then I started seeing human feces where human feces shouldn't be. And I mean, it's so nice because they had the little dog station set up with the little, bags there for you to clean up after your dogs and stuff. And I'm like thinking maybe y'all need to start passing some of these out to the humans around here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's one of my favorite parts about snake shows in general is people watching.
Yes.
You can find some really interesting people walking into reptile expos. There's specific shows that I know for that. Like I invited Frank asked me, he was like, is this a good show? I said, snake wise, it's all right. People wise, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I've ever been to.
Repticon Orlando beats it by far, people watching.
Yeah. There's one in New Hampshire, which is weird. Like where is it? Manchester, New Hampshire, right next to Southern New Hampshire University or something. Every time you go there, it's wicked. Some of the people that'll walk up, that you'll see walking around. It's fun. They're all cool. But you see like a 7-foot woman, like with a full beard, and I'm like, whoa.
Whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
That's an interesting sight, like always. It's always fun.
Yeah, that would confuse me.
So, is there anybody planning on coming to the show this September for Dallas? I think it's the 8th and 9th.
No.
Nope. I think I'm doing another show that weekend, actually. But I probably wouldn't go.
Well, you don't have to go to Vin. You can just come to.
Is that the same weekend as the Plant Expo in North Carolina?
The one in Denver. Same weekend as the one in Denver. That's where I'm probably going out there to just hang out. Is anyone going to the one in North Carolina in, I think, a month? I think it's literally this in a month.
That's a maybe for us.
Yeah, we're talking about going. I'm trying to figure it out. If we'd have to. I don't know that we're gonna go though. We were gonna go, but I don't know. I know Shane Kelly's vending, and the Herp and Harbins are vending, and there's a lot of good people vending it. Sounds like it's gonna be a great show.
We found out a little late to set up to vend that. I probably would have wanted to.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna show up. We're definitely not vending. We might just go for the weekend. If we had enough animals, we would vend, but we're going super late this year, so it's a 12-hour drive to have 10 animals on the table.
Right. Yeah.
That's another one I wanted to do, but
I really need to get my stuff together and get us, because we're close to 30. Plus, suddenly having the big racks that we're going to be both racks that we need to start selling. And I have a morph market, but I haven't put anything on morph market. And
what are your favorite shows? Oh shit! Sorry, Holly.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, Will. What are your favorite shows to do? I've seen on your Instagram a couple shows, but
I mainly vend Oaks, and that shows up and down. At some shows it'll be pretty popular, and some shows everything sells except for ball pythons, and I only sell ball pythons, so that hurts. I am gonna be at the Baltimore Repticon in late September. That'll be my first 2-day show, so I'll see how that goes.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Are you in Maryland or Will?
I live in New York, so everything is a drive for me. There's like nothing that's great within like say a 2-hour drive.
Where in New York do you live, Will?
I live in Staten Island. It's the island everyone makes fun of.
You don't do the White Plains show?
I'm in.
You know, I don't. I didn't want to get the tax certificate, so it's not worth the hassle to vend in New York.
That is true, and usually I hear that from anyone who doesn't live in New York.
But like, I'd rather go to Pennsylvania. That should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, the hardest part about getting like people from any other state to come to New York is that pain in the ass.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Is that as bad as the FWC in Florida getting set up? Is it as bad as that?
It's not as much of a pain to set up. It's just, again, if you can vend in PA, you have to pay New York state taxes if you vend anything in New York.
Yeah.
Right, and like the state tax is high. So even getting people from like Erie, PA, which is 10 minutes to cross into New York, like a lot of people won't do it just for that reason. And there's been other breeders who, like, I've tried to convince, hey, like, come to White Plains or come to Rexpo, and they're like, well, I have to get the New York State.
So those state line shows are actually going to be where a lot of people want to be at.
Yeah, that's the biggest part about New York is that little pain. But
Well, that's what I've heard, that everybody gets mics there.
Yeah, I don't even mind paying the taxes, but whether I sell or not, I still have to do like the quarterly tax estimates and all that. It's just too much work.
Yeah. Will, I don't know. I mean, I've never gotten any there. Because, I got that in 3 weeks, so I'm going to cross my fingers on that. Also never heard anyone that I know complain about it.
Well, and also I think that with the shows, I mean, if you really need to, mic treat when you come home from shows nowadays anyways, just because not just the vendors, but people carrying their snakes around and,
Yeah, there's people showing up at our table in Daytona like, oh, I got snakes for sale.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, hey, you buy these snakes? Like, no.
I'm sure that's against the rules, but yeah, I mean, what do you?
Yeah, that's the thing. Every single show you go to, there's going to be mics there, which is something like at Daytona. I guarantee you could find someone or 2 or maybe 5 people who had mics. You know what I mean? It's not Tinley, no matter what show you go to. It's a thing that happens, so you got to be careful about it. Obviously, Will, I don't know specifically if it was White Plains. If I had to guess, it was that, because that's usually the only one that out of state.
Yeah.
people talk about.
I remember Brian talking about it too, a few times. He talking about Samson's Steakatorium when he was doing his podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Again, yeah, probably then. I mean, people were complaining about it, but again, I've done that show 9 or 10 times now. No issues. But you just gotta be careful and treat and watch out for your own animals. And you're using hand sanitizer if you are interested in holding a snake, like if you're interested in the animal, and if you're bringing your animals over to the table, like you are not putting them on the table. Stuff like that, tries to limit it a bit.
Some of the animals, like this last weekend when I went looking, you have breeders, oh, do you want to hold it? I'm sorry, I don't. That's not me being rude. That's just me saying, hey, I'm actually watching out for your back. Because I mean, if they're saying that to me, they're going to be saying that to everybody that walks through.
Mhm.
And,
Oh yeah.
unless I buy that animal, then I'll hold it long enough to take a picture and then ship it. Or like Bob, he's bringing me the animal next month to the Dallas show. So
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I'll do is I'll pre-treat my tablecloths with permethrin, but with Sawyer's because it's safe on fabrics well before I go to a show, and it's just there as a safety measure.
well, I've seen a lot of them just spray nicks straight on the floor all the way around their table.
I mean,
They're
Prevenomite and Nix are exactly the same formula, so you could buy either one. It's the same thing.
Prevenomite.
Paying more for the Prevenomite, but it's exactly the same what's in the can.
Yep.
Yeah,
Prevenomite
Prevenomite
outside of your
too.
table, on the floor. Yeah. Yep.
You can't be too careful. I remember being new to this 3 years ago and walking into Hamburg, and I bought a bull snake with mites crawling all over it. I'm like, I'll just go home and treat it with Frontline, which is exactly what I did. No mites, but thinking back, I would never do that ever again.
Oh,
She's
man.
not worth it.
No. Yep. You gotta be careful, no matter who you buy from, or where you find the animal. It's like, yeah, just be careful. Even in transit, like you can ship an animal that gets, shipped with 20 or 30 other boxes of animals. You know what I mean? Like there could be one animal that's crazy mite infested right next to your box that you shipped out, because everything has to go to Tennessee and Indianapolis or something like that to the main FedEx hub. So you have hundreds of animals from across the country in one spot. Even if you send it out with nothing and it's all good, that's something you can play with. And shit.
I mean, it is best to treat them as they come in
Yes. Yeah. Everything.
Take you a lot of headache.
and open them out, not in your main reptile room.
Everything that comes in might treat it.
Yeah, I mean, it almost makes me want to not buy animals anymore because I just get paranoid.
We've had mites before. It's not a big deal to treat them.
It's just the more snakes you have, the more of a pain in the ass it is.
Right.
Last time I treated for mites, I had like 10 or 15 snakes. Right, I have 320 snakes in here. I would cry if I had to treat for mites.
It's a lot of work.
So I can tell you one thing that I use. I can't remember the brand name, but it's called Hot Shot.
Yep.
And if you take one of those, put it in your room,
Those things don't work.
I've never had an issue with it. I had mites one time. I started using that. Of course, I was treating also too, because now they've, if I'm not mistaken, I was able to find 2 bottles of the Frontline spray again. I think Frontline started making that. And ever since I put that Hot Shot in the room, I've never had an issue as far as flies, bugs, anything that normally would come in at times. I have no issue whatsoever with none of it.
Yeah, we do just preventative, usually quarterly. Like every single animal in here will get a mite treatment, whether we we haven't had mites in years now. Again, I think anyone who's had a large collection of reptiles has had mites at some point. But the last time we had them, we had a way smaller collection. So now just usually every 3 months, usually four times a year, we'll go through every bin and do a preventative treatment on every single animal.
Well, what are you treating with?
Fipronil, yeah.
We use ivermectin.
That's what we use too.
So are you mixing the fipronil yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I might hit you up offline about that.
Sure. No, I mean, I don't really care. I don't know the exact mix we use, but yeah, it's fipronil and water. I I don't know like the exact, tablespoon to gallon or whatever ratio that we use, but I'd have to look it up because I don't make it that often. So, but yeah, we use that and everything around the room just gets a
So you
treat.
just like every couple of coconut changes, you're just going to treat them and then have them on paper for a couple weeks and then more coconut, or
do you just
Usually
treat
I
'em?
don't even touch the coconut. If I did see mites, yes, like everything would go to paper towels, like and all that. But I don't treat the only reason I treat the animals is for my like state of mind. It's like, okay, yep, we got the treatment in right now. I haven't seen a mite, but just do it in case.
Yeah.
Sorry,
especially if you're going to shows.
Yeah. And so I don't change all my hatchlings are on paper towel. All like once they get to a 10 series or above, they're on cocoa, and I don't change it out when I do my treatments. Just again, I would if there was a visible mite problem, but I just do it for like my own sanity. Yeah, it just helps me like, yep, they're all right for a bit. What are you? 90%. Okay, got you.
It's okay, Vanna. Got to meet her this weekend too.
Yes.
Last weekend. Oh my goodness. I feel like my Monday it's like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. That's how slow my week or fast my week moved because I've been sleeping.
I can't keep up on the days either. Not being in school is really messing with me. I thought today was Friday. I thought yesterday was Saturday. For some reason, I was like, oh, I get to cut a clutch today. No, it was Friday.
What's that 90% alcohol thing?
Instead of water?
Yeah.
90% isopropyl alcohol in fipronil as a mixture. Is that what you're saying? You use that and fipronil or water and the alcohol? Okay. Yeah, it's whatever works for people.
Yeah.
The fipronil, and I got like just the old, I don't even know what it is, just mite spray as well. I use that after females lay eggs because it gets it's got a pretty strong scent. So I think I use the F10 to just wipe and clean the whole thing, and then I'll spray and wipe the like old, I don't know, I don't even know what it's called. But
have you used that F10 with insecticide yet?
I have not.
I bet that would be the best.
I just use the F10 to clean, and then I use the mite spray to get a different, stronger smell in there. And usually it gets the egg smell off, and the females are like, oh, okay, cool. Instead of just using the F10 for cleaning, and it usually gets all of them back onto food like that.
That's nice.
I've only had 2 clutches, but I use the F10s to clean out the tubs, and both my females went right back onto food.
Oh wow! So you're not like washing down your females with Dawn dish soap?
No, I do that too, but I clean their tub before I put them back in there with F10.
Yeah. I do that too.
I like to give the top of the enclosure a good wipe too with that chlorhexidine too, so that way there's no scents around whatsoever.
Yeah.
We've used that stuff for years, and we've actually brought mites into the house after treating with that. I'm not sure if it works very good.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't use it to kill mites. Okay. I just use it because it's got a pretty strong smell. And I've used like the F10 to like wipe tubs and do all that, and had females like go in and just like still be curled up after a Dawn and a nice wipe. But like this thing, the smell's pretty strong. Yeah. So I put this in and wipe the whole thing. And I don't know if it just puts a different smell in there where like they can't smell the eggs anymore, or if it like actually takes more of the egg smell out. But like again, the F10 has no smell. This stuff has smell. So for me, I don't know. I did the F10 and it worked for a bit. Some females wouldn't eat afterwards. I tried this, and now I just do it on everything, whether it works or it's just in my own brain that it works. I do it.
I do like using that on the hatchlings because I don't feel comfortable using ivermectin on the little babies just for safety. So the reptile spray is a good second choice just for safety reasons.
While we're on rituals, I do have a certain pair of underwear that I have to use when I'm washing those females after they lay, and if I'm not, they might not eat.
I mean, I think that's how the whole game works. It's like, well, if you find something that works, you just stick to it no matter what. Yeah. Like, we're weird like that. It's like sports people. It's like you gotta wear this specific thing for all 9 of your eggs.
You gotta do your part for the team.
Right.
Okay.
Send me under underwear.
For the people who are wondering about all this stuff we're talking about, because I know it can get kind of weird. This is the F10 they're talking about.
Yeah.
And you can get it on Amazon. I used the crap out of this. And then for the front line, what is this called? Hot shot.
Oh, hot shot.
So this is what I do with mine. I take it out of the plastic. I cut it in little bitty, like pinky fingernail size, and no top. And so how do I explain where I put it on top of the bin, and every snake has one of these on top, all the way down the rack. And then we'll have them like one hanging at where you walk in, by the thermostat.
That's the hot shot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the what?
That's great.
Yeah.
I have it in the house. Again, I don't have any problems with the flies, but also I keep my ASFs in the garage. And I don't have any problems. So I used to have spiders out there. I don't have any problems with spiders or flies or anything since I put one of those out there in the garage. That stuff works great.
Yeah.
See, I need to get that for my rat room.
See, I kept hearing that the hot shots exposure to cause fertility issues in the female ball python. So I've never tried to use them.
Well, they don't come in contact with it. It's just in the room. It's not in the bin.
And again, we have a bunch of those in the room, and there's still gnats everywhere. So I'm not sure how effective it is.
Yeah.
So we don't cut it up into little pieces and put it on the
they're
tubs either.
They're under the racks.
We put them underneath the racks.
Yeah.
The CXD will. I'm sorry, I tried to flip my camera around, but
How different is that than the chlorhexidine?
so I just use this as cleaner. This is a stronger than just the regular F10. Is what I was.
Yeah. The chlorhexidine is a completely different solution.
Yeah. So
But
the
it's
chlorhexidine, you could, we buy at Tractor Supply. I was looking for my bottle. I couldn't find it. And, love that stuff. That's what, to treat, that's what you would use. But this right here, I use it on our table in there. Any kind of cleaning we do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're both vet grade disinfectants. So they work. The chlorhexidine you can find in operating room too. So they're used on people. So it's relatively safe.
You can use chlorhexidine as mouthwash, so it's safe to put directly on the animals.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the hot shots pest strips. They are just for bugs and all that stuff. But I've heard they've been diluted like crazy. Like they are not as strong as they used to be. So that's why, again, you used to be able to like put one in a room and it would kill anything. Right. And then they figured out maybe that's not very good. So they diluted it a bit. So now you have to do like the cut it up and put it on
and when you do, wear gloves because it does stink and it's strong. You don't want that poison in your mouth all over the place. Just a little a little mama tip there.
Yeah, and Will, I haven't heard anything about like them harming the ball python's reproductive tracks yet. Where'd you hear that from?
Everything I've heard is anecdotal. That they were in different groups. Like breeders would say, "Oh, they had more slugs or more defects," but I don't know how much of that is reliable.
Yeah, that's again the hardest part with that stuff is I say this to everyone. Who knows? Like
that hot shot is what
you could have the same female who lays 10 one year, 3 the next year, 5 the next year, 10, 3, and it's just her because she feels like doing it that year. You know what I mean? Or incubating a 10 egg clutch 2 years in a row from the same female, all 10 hatch out great. The next year, 7 rot out and 2 come out good and 1 dies in the egg. You know what I mean?
I can tell you
everything the same. You
I
know what I
can
mean?
tell you this.
Yeah.
I've had 4 clutches this year. I've had 1 slug out of those 4 clutches.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, that's the hardest thing about like the incubation and your babies and how many eggs your females lays. It's so reliant on just the animal. You can try as many things as you want, but the animal's going to do what it's going to do, and it's going to lay healthy eggs or it's not. Those eggs are going to make it or they're not. Like we were talking backstage about like eggs molding out, and I don't do any foot fungus, create like any of that stuff. I was telling Holly, like I can candle an egg and tell you pretty much that day, this egg's going to go bad and this egg's not, just from the vein structure. And you've had moldy eggs sit on top of eggs that have good veins, and the mold doesn't spread to the ones that have good veins. So I'm not too worried about that. Like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You're going to lose an egg or lose a baby once in a while. But, overall, my ratio is pretty good. So as long as everyone else's ratio is good, like keep it.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything to them as far as that. I mean, their respiratory systems work a lot slower than ours. I would be more worried about the humans in the room than the snakes.
Right.
What you got there, Will?
Yeah, I actually bought one of these just to try, and it's a fan over here.
Mhm.
It has an LED light in it. I keep it running 24/7, and then you have a sticky pad down here. It works. I just put this pad in yesterday, and it's full of gnats.
Oh, it's a fly catcher. Nice.
Damn.
For $30. Like I'm like, let me try it. It's cheap. I just went and bought another one because within a week it was a notable. It was really significant how many less flies and gnats there were in the room. I mean, they were like climbing and taking a swim in my coffee before, and then now like I barely noticed.
We actually eradicated ours with pitcher plants. It was a good organic solution.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
But then I killed them because I'm horrible with plants.
So they're starting to come back,
Yeah.
even though the hot shots are here.
Hey, Will, can you shoot me that link for that fan? And I'll
find it and throw in the chat because I just ordered one yesterday. My wife was yelling at me, so I'll throw it in there in a second.
I don't know. I don't have any like flies or gnats in my reptile room, like really at all. I really never have. I just need.
I think a lot of them are people down in the south with a lot of humidity.
Mm-hmm.
Battle it.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with it. Like, thank you, but I need more stuff to just get rid of them in my rat room because I've got just fly strips hanging from the ceiling.
Oh yeah,
they annoy me. Like, and they fill up in like one day, and I don't know, it pisses me off.
How are you ventilating that?
I got one exhaust fan. I got 5 fans on the inside. I got my barn. The barn door will open. Depending on the temperature and the day. Got my AC units in there.
Are they coming in through your your intake of your air? Maybe.
I've no idea. Again, the garage door. It's a 12 by like 34 barn with garage door on the front. So I'll leave that open.
Opening that door and they have full access. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, I want them gone, and then they sit in there for like 3 days. I'm like, just get out. Yeah, just want to kill them.
What you need is some spiders.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's exactly. That's other things I want to kill in there.
I love the spiders because they're really good at killing all of the flying stuff. Like the spiders aren't going to hurt your snakes. You're not going to lay eggs on your poop or anything like that.
No, but spiders will make me hurt me.
Actually, too, if they get in with the rats, they're a good source of protein for the rats as well.
That's true. That is true. Feed the rats some mealworms and stuff. No, spiders I cannot do. I hate them. They freak me out more than like anything on this planet. I just, I don't know.
When the spiders get out of hand, we would see to invite some lizards into the room.
There you
Then
go. We do have a lot of geckos out.
Get out of hand. Then what do you?
Bring a couple in.
Then you get some birds. Yeah, it's a thing.
You just
It's,
do a
uh,
full.
It's the ecosystem. Bring it inside.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but my daughter keeps begging for a tarantula. I'm like, honey, you understand that we bring a spider in the house, we will need to find your new mother. Because your mother doesn't believe it.
If she tolerates the pythons, but not a spider, come on.
Well, you know, she rolls her eyes, right? My office is down here in the basement where I work, and you know, it's where all the snake stuff is, and she just avoids the area and pretends like it doesn't exist.
Smart.
I don't.
Tell everyone who listens that like she's got to love me because she tolerates me with all this stuff. And she hasn't killed me yet. But if I still show up, you know what happened?
Yeah. The weirdest thing for me is when people are like, they say that exact thing. It's like, oh, you like snakes, but you don't like bugs. I hate bugs. And people will assume it too. Like I was sitting in class one day. Oh, this pissed me off so bad. There was a bug that someone found and they threw it at me.
Oh.
Because they thought I would be like, oh, this is cool. I almost pushed it. And it was one of my professors actually in the class was like, he's probably, I don't know, he's like 28. He's a cool guy. He found this bug, he just flipped it at me. I was so pissed. He was like, bro, why are you freaking out? You have, hundreds of snakes. It's like, I don't have hundreds of bugs for a reason.
That's funny. Hey, Charlie.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up because I'm just going to go through the big coughing fit. I feel it coming on.
I am surprised you guys got through this without coughing because I was coughing for 2 weeks after I didn't have a fever.
Yeah. Thank you all for showing up.
Everyone.
I had a blast, and we will see y'all Wednesday. We have a special guest coming on, and I'm still not going to say who it is. You're just going to have to wait.
You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss
it. Start saying random names and to watch your face. That's how we're going to find out.
You'll never find anything out when you ask my husband. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Thanks a lot. Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.